Dr. Darby here. I'm just going to take you through a protocol I do with my own feet, and I also encourage a bunch of my patients to try at home as well too. Because feet are pretty cool. They're not only just to walk on, they give us the opportunity to wear really cool socks. Love my Colorado colors and love my bicycling, but let's take a look at what we can actually do to care for these feet. So I apologize, my head may jump out of frame as I do this a little bit. But we're just going to be taking care of my right foot in this case. And the way I actually, well, let's just go ahead and take the sock off too, actually. And so the first thing, I love getting my hands on just kind of areas of my body. Sometimes we get a little disconnected from kind of our elbows, our shoulders, our feet. And it's just good to get our hands on there so that we can start to just get reconnected with that area of our body. And then also our hands are just great tools to work out tissues, okay? And so we have a couple different arches in our feet. We have our big arch right here. We have a smaller arch on the outside of our foot, and we have our transverse arch, okay? A lot of times that transverse arch, it'll get collapsed. It'll turn into a smiley face. We want it is the only frowny face we want in the body. So we want a frown, that face. So just squeezing kind of the pinky toe and the big toe together. If we need to put a little pressure in there in our foot, we can also do it with our other hand as well too, just to squeeze that. And we can just mobilize those individual bones of the foot. So let's get on the pinky toe, and then that ring finger toe, and then the middle finger, and the ring finger toe, and then the index finger, and just kind of shift those joints around. And then this is the big one here. This is the one that causes a lot of trouble. Bunions in here. So my right foot, I noticed this toe starting to go in like this when I was starting in high school. So I've done a lot of work on it over time, and I actually have the ability to pull that toe back. At the start, it was always kind of in, but now I've gained the ability to kind of bring it back. It's tricky sometimes, but bring it back more out. And so it used to kind of always be like that. And so what I do to kind of get that joint moving a little better is I get my index finger in between that big toe and little next toe over, and I hook that joint right here, and I just traction away with that thumb, and I push this bone in, and I pull the actual toe away. And so you'll actually even get a pop out of it sometimes. You can actually, and then even hook the meat of your thumb and just pull. So I'm pulling this way, and I'm pushing in with my thumb, and I'm pulling away with my fingers to pull the toe up that way. And so that also just feels pretty good. Another great way just for all the toes is get your fingers in between each one. So it kind of looks like that. And then just lace them all together and then just mobilize. Go both ways. Next thing to do is that calcaneus, that heel bone, tends to get jammed up with all that calf tension. So let's pull that calcaneus away and just kind of shake it loose. So I can pull up with this arm, pull up this way, and then pull away with the other one, and then just try to loosen that up. Get some side to side forces, but mostly away here. And that is kind of the protocol I do for my hands on my feet. You can dig into the tissues in here as well too. A lot of people will get a tennis ball, put that on the ground, and they'll roll their feet. Really like it to do that as well too. Just get that tennis ball on certain areas, and then extend the toes and flex the toes. Just kind of move the toes around as you're doing that. It's going to break adhesions a little bit better. But that is a great foot protocol to get you started just with getting your hands on your feet, getting them feeling better. Look forward to serving you at your next office visit.